evening and welcome to Breaking Views on NDTV. I am Ankit Tyagi. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a graph of shame which is rising in many states, but I specifically want to talk about Madhya Pradesh because the stories that have come out of Madhya Pradesh recently tell you that though we have reached the moon, but the mindset and atrocities against certain people continues to rise in India. It's a worrying trend. That's what we are going to discuss this evening in the first half of my show. It's 2023, viewers, and we are celebrating India setting foot on the moon. But as we all proudly look at this achievement, and we hope, and the excitement is for what's next, there are still parts of our country living in centuries gone by. Their mindset yet to catch up with 2023. And why am I saying this? Imagine this. The audacity of so-called upper caste men in Sagar district of Madhya Pradesh, where they lynched a scheduled caste community man as he dared to stand up for the honor of his sister. They even stripped his mother. This horror is among the latest in growing number of cases from poll-bound Madhya Pradesh. Why did this man had to go through all this? What was the fault? Take a look at this complete report.
A Dalit youth beaten to death and his mother allegedly stripped and physically assaulted by a group of men in MP Sagar, all because they refused to withdraw a sexual assault case. 9 men, including those from the upper caste, OBC segment and the minority community, have so far been arrested in the matter and booked by local police under IPC sections pertaining to murder, sexual harassment and voluntarily causing hurt.
पीट के हमारे का बड़ा उतार देते सब। फिर पुलिस वाले आ गए तो उनकी नज़र पड़ी तो फिर वे टावर ले आए। परसों के दिन 2 बजे रात पुलिस आई तो गेट खोले। गेट के बाहर ही खड़े थे 2 पुलिस वाले। हमने इतनी बात पूछ पाई कि सर कौन सी बात हो गई, कौन सी ना वो में ले जा रहा है आप? तो कहने लगे कुछ नहीं, कोई जानकारी लेने। फिर दूसरे दिन को शाम को ही हम सब्जी ले गए तो हमने पीछे से गए तो ये सब मार रहे थे। फिर हमने खूब बचाव, नहीं बच पाए, हमें मारा बहुत, हमें बेपर्दा कर दो तो।
The accused also damaged property inside the Dalit's family house. The village where the incident happened on Thursday is located in Khurai Assembly constituency of Cabinet Minister Bhupendra Singh.
जो घटना हुई है उस घटना को ये गलत तरह से प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं। ये 2 पक्षों का विवाद है। ये झगड़ा पहले से चल रहा था। पहले से दोनों पक्षों की तरफ से रिपोर्ट वगैरह हुई है, कोर्ट केस भी है और उस झगड़ा ही हुआ है। ये कोई इस तरह का मामला नहीं है कि कोई जाति उत्पीड़न का मामला हो या कोई अन्य मामला हो। घटना दुखद है और इसको राजनीतिक रूप देना ठीक नहीं है। ये 2 पक्षों का विवाद है और विवाद के कारण ये घटना हुई है।
मैं वहाँ से भागी तो मेरे पीछे कम से कम 10 लोग भागे तो मैं यहाँ से।
The Congress has demanded bulldozing of properties of the accused and financial compensation to victims' family.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पाप का घड़ा भर चुका है। उनको गरीब अनुसूचित जात की महिलाओं पर, बहनों पर अत्याचार होता है तो उनको राजनीति दिखती है। कार्रवाई न करके इससे सिद्ध होता है कि उनका संरक्षण में, भाजपा के संरक्षण में ये घटनाएं घट रही हैं।
Whether it is a urination incident or the Sagar incident, questions are constantly being raised in Madhya Pradesh regarding the atrocities on Dalit tribals and women. Earlier this year, on June 30th, in Shivpuri's Narwar, the faces of 2 Dalit youths were blackened. They were also garlanded with shoes and slippers, and their mouths were also filled allegedly with human excreta. In July, a video of a Dalit youth being stripped and thrashed went viral in Sagar. On July 24th, after entering the office of the Tribal Welfare Department in Devas, the deputy Sarpanch assaulted a Dalit employee and hurled casteist abuses. In 2021, there were 50,900 incidents of crime against SCs in India. In MP, 7,214 cases were registered. Madhya Pradesh had a crime rate of 63.6% against SCs in 2021 against the national average of 25.3%. Though in filing charge sheet, Madhya Pradesh was ranked second only after Sikkim. The incident happened 12 days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi had laid foundation stone of an 100 crore temple to be dedicated to Sant Ravidas in Sagar. With camera person Rizwan Khan, Amritanshi and Rachit Dubey and Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
Now, remember recently a case that we just mentioned also, a viral video had emerged from the state where a man allegedly associated with the ruling BJP had urinated over another man belonging from the tribal community. After that, the chief minister, a lot of hue and cry, the chief minister invited the man at his residence, washed his feet as penance. Do these gestures actually have any meaning? Apparently not. And this data, ladies and gentlemen, will tell you the story. I just want to, in fact, take you through few of very important numbers and figures as far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned and atrocities of against SC/STs. Now, take a look at this map. Top 5 states recording the atrocities against, in fact, the SC community. This is the source is the NCRB data report of 2021. Madhya Pradesh top list, this infamous list. Rajasthan is at number 2, Bihar is at number 3, Telangana at number 4, and Odisha is at number 5. I want to specifically talk about Madhya Pradesh now. In MP, in 2021, highest crime rate against the scheduled caste community. 2021, 63.6% cases per lakh population were registered in the state. In 2021, 7,214 cases were registered in MP itself. 2021, almost an average of 20 cases daily of crimes against scheduled caste community from the state of Madhya Pradesh. Though the state has also been a very high rate of charge sheet of complaints which have in fact come as far as this is concerned. Now, the Chief Minister, Shivraj Singh Chauhan's government is on the back foot, ladies and gentlemen. The opposition, in fact, the Congress is mounting sharp attacks on the government. The BJP knows that this narrative could be damaging for them as elections are near. And why am I saying that? Because there is a significant strength as far as the SC/ST voters are concerned in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Now, there are about 35 SC-dominated seats and 47 ST-dominated seats in the state assembly of Madhya Pradesh. And if I talk about the 2018 elections, in fact, the BJP won 18 of these seats and the Congress, in fact, if you just take a look at the data that we are putting out at this moment, the BJP won 18 and 16 from the SC and the ST community. Meanwhile, the Congress, in fact, was able to win 17 and 30 from the SC and the ST community as far as the state is concerned. That is why at this moment, the politics around this is also peaking. Everybody wants to be the foremost voice speaking in favor. Let me very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, go across to my guest this evening. Aprajita Pandey, spokesperson of the Congress Party, is with us. We also have Ashok Bharti, chairman of the National Confederation of Dalit Organizations and Dalit Right Activists. Neha Bagga, spokesperson of the BJP, also joining us at this moment. Neha, is there any way the government can defend its record and report card as far as crime against SC community is concerned? I just spelled out the data from the NCRB and Madhya Pradesh is right at the top.
Ankit, there's nothing like defending on such issues because these are the heinous crimes. These are insult to the humanity. But there's one thing that Madhya Pradesh government is very serious, very sensitive on such issues. And that is why you must have seen in previous cases also, NSA was imposed. Strict action was taken, timely arrest was made. But I just want to ask the Congress, which is playing politics on this issue, this was incident which happened between two families, and both the families have registered reports in police station and FIRs are present. So I think personal matters, these kind of incidents cannot be considered.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. I'm sorry, I'm intervening here. I'm intervening here, ma'am. How does this become politics? Even if it was known Do you see the audacity with which this case has taken place? Whether there was FIR registered by each of them, by the families against each other, somebody goes to their house, beats the man to death, strips the woman, and on what? Because they were not taking back a case of sexual harassment. I mean, what is politics? What should the opposition do if not raise these questions?
This is the same opposition, Ankit, which did not utter a word when in the same Sagar district, Dhanprasad was set on fire with from a group, set of a group. Why? Because there was the group members were Muslims, and for the appeasement politics, they did not consider the pain of the family. But in spite being in the opposition, Bharatiya Janata Party airlifted him, took him to the hospital. Treatment was made. Unfortunately, we could not save him. So I just want to say that this is why I am saying this is a politics, because once the case came in the light, immediately the action was taken. You know, if something happens between two families, government cannot monitor.
Madam, first
those
of all,
things,
I'm
what is
sorry.
happening in the family.
I mean, I
just
don't
want to
indulge
tell you
in this
one
kind
thing.
of whataboutery that, look, they did not speak about this case.
This
Why are
is
they
not-
speaking about
this
that
is
case?
not-
And the
Ankit,
second
this
question
is
is,
not
it's just
whataboutery.
not this
If
isolated
action was
incident.
not
It is
taken-
about the government. Is it about the number of cases being reported in Madhya Pradesh as far as atrocities against SC or ST community is
Those-
concerned? But
those are
Aparajita
reported
Pandey,
because-
why?
those are,
It's election
reported
season.
because we are
It's election
sensitive.
season, and you and the Congress party does feel that, this kind of a case will give you an edge, and hence the Congress party wants to make a meal out of this.
Ankit, you're very right. It's not about politics. It's about human story. It's the reality of Madhya Pradesh today. You're right, it's not one single incident that we can talk about. There have been a string of incidents that have happened and that have made Madhya Pradesh the capital for basically heinous crimes being there against Dalits. Kharge ji recently visited Sagar and he said a very right thing, that BJP has made Madhya Pradesh the laboratory for incidents against Dalits, for their marginalization. When Kharge ji came to Sagar, he talked about opening a Ravidas University. Why? Because he wants to empower the Dalits. The Congress party always sticks with the marginalized sections of the society, and we always raise that voice because this is not about politics. This is about human beings. This is about a human story. What is happening in Madhya Pradesh is in stark contrast to what the BJP says. The reality is,
are you trying
there
to
is
tell
no
me that
commitment.
suddenly it's only after 2019 when the BJP came to power after your 14-month government the cases have risen? Madhya Pradesh has history, so your government somewhere is also responsible, isn't it? The former governments.
No, Ankit, from 18 to 20 years is a long span of time. And the Bharatiya Janata Party has been very negligent in handling cases which are against the SC/ST communities.
Okay.
And that is done because there is no political will to work for these communities.
Okay.
The offenders
Ashok
have
Bharti,
just no fear.
Ashok Bharti,
because the
beyond
Bharatiya
this,
Janata Party
beyond this
colludes with them
political tutu
and does
meme,
not give these
beyond this
marginalized
political
sections
tutu meme,
justice.
isn't this also a problem of the mindset? We are living in 2023, but people are still looking over their shoulders as if they are, 2 centuries back.
Absolutely, I agree that the real issue is issue of the mindset, and we must understand. And I don't agree with the BJP spokesperson that this is the incidence between the two families. All incidences of atrocities are between the families, and victim are the Dalits. Look at this case. The girl which was humiliated, which was eve-teased, her family went to the registered police station, no case was registered. And just 2 days before the incident, when boy was killed, 2 policemen came and they took the photograph of the boy, and he was killed after 2 days. So there is a whole collusion of the state in perpetrating violence on Dalits. It seems the government and the government machinery, law and order machinery, has completely failed Dalits in protecting their dignity, their rights, and constitutional mandate. Government is unable to fulfill the constitutional mandate. Let me ask I'll ask the question to the panelists. What is does does the government in Madhya Pradesh has a policy on scheduled caste?
Okay.
Do they have a policy in dealing with the atrocity on the Dalits?
That's
Do they
right.
have
It needs
policies
a
on dealing with the
systematic.
atrocities
It
on,
needs a
Adivasis?
systematic approach. These cases can't be just brushed under the carpet by calling them
Absolutely.
politics, and they also cannot only be used and drummed up to gain political votes in the upcoming election. There is a systematic failure which has to be acknowledged and addressed as far as this entire incident is concerned. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm sorry, I'm completely out of time. There is another very important story that I have to take up at this moment, but I thank all of you for joining me and sharing your views on the broadcast.